Hello, everyone. My name is Dylan Reno. I'm the product manager for distribution here at GitLab, and today I'm going to be kicking off our 15.4 release. So here is our scheduling issue. Continuing our theme of scheduling for roughly 3 milestones. It aligns well in case we need to shift work around within a handful of milestones. So that's the reason why we've changed this. But overall, I will keep this updated, and I have updated it for 15.4 as promised. So we will continue to work on some of these main projects. However, in 15.4, one thing that is not listed here is some compliance work that is sort of internal to GitLab. So we're going to be working on compliance updates as a large project that I sort of couldn't spell out at the top of our scheduling issue here. However, so that'll be the main piece of the work that we're working on in 15.4. But we're still going to keep trying to make progress on our long-term build efficiency vision, improving our team pipelines, and the operator next release. Another thing I wanted to point out for this release is some changes to our bugs. So we had a new dashboard, and there was a plan to sort of start burning down bugs more quickly than they sort of arise. However, we're going to be fairly busy for the next couple of milestones. So we're going to continue working on bugs as we have in the past, working on high priority bugs as they pop up as needed, and sort of continue at a rate where we're not increasing or necessarily decreasing the amount of bugs, at least for the foreseeable future. Moving on to some of the items. So like I mentioned, sadly for this milestone, we're going to be working on heavy compliance work for across GitLab, but I want to call out a couple of cool issues that we're going to be working on. I have mentioned in the past that might have rollen over since the last milestone when we were working on, again, some other compliance updates. So some couple key ones that I want to point out is we're going to be working towards Ubuntu 22.04 for the package. So this is another nice one that we'll add to sort of keep up to date with new releases for the Ubuntu packages. Moving on here, we're going to be trying to accomplish our Azure Blob storage plan here. So as we support AWS and GCP, we want to support Azure in the same way. So the proposal here is to somehow do the same sort of support for Azure. Moving on to encrypt, Rails passwords. So we have an epic here, which is encrypt all Rails passwords stored in GitLab.rb. And this is the specific issue that we would like to work on for this milestone. Here's the overarching epic that we want to continue making progress on. You can see here there's 5 different sets of passwords that we want to make progress on. And so in this milestone, we're working on kind of the first one here, but we'll continue to move down the list in future milestones. This also lends itself to non-Rails passwords stored in GitLab.rb. This one's a little more of an investigation. There's a lot more work here. We did a piece of the work a while back, but we want to kind of circle back to this and try and solve some of the technical issues that we sort of pointed out with this one. So both of these roll up to our secure solution for managing Omnibus configuration secrets. So the main thing here is, we want to make sure that we're being as secure as possible. Then there have been some concerns from customers about essentially storing the LDAP passwords and LDAP usernames in clear text. And so we want to make sure to mitigate that, as well as not add a more confusing system. A lot of folks are already using their own secrets management system, so we don't want to introduce another one. So the main piece here is encrypting those passwords within the configuration files. And then along with that, we can't sort of just do that. We have to redesign GitLab to be able to read those. So overall, a nice value add here for our security purposes, but there's kind of a lot of work here, but we want to keep chipping away at it. Moving forward, this one's been out there for a little while. The workaround is already there, but we want to make sure to document this. This is important because a major update for Postgres could be challenging, but we want to document near zero downtime, Postgres upgrades for the Patroni clusters. So this is sort of helping folks who want to stay up to date or as up to date as possible with our releases, and making this as a blocker from a Postgres perspective is not ideal. So we want to make sure to document this as best we can. And this one's been, like I said, we've been trying to hit this one for a little while. So hopefully we can accomplish this one in this milestone. It's a nice value add for customers. And then moving on to the final one here, we have lots of UI changes, or I shouldn't say a lot, but we have very specific UI changes that fall under the umbrella of many different changes related to upgrade rate. We want to make it as easy as possible and also as apparent as possible when an upgrade is available. And so this falls under sort of a big batch work related to upgrade rate. And this specific issue is we want to make sure the upgrade bad is showing up. And there is a bug that is sort of affecting a few types of instances. So we want to make sure this remains available. And this will lend itself into a lot of other work that we have related to upgrade rate. So between all those items, that's what we're going to be working on in 15.4. I hope you're excited for this release, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.